Are you tired of making baked treats every time? Well, today we are going to be making these super delicious and easy no-bake treats. So let's get started. So today's recipe does not need any butter, sugar, or flour. These treats are made using only 4 basic ingredients. Starting with the biscuits, you can take any biscuit you like. I've taken the unsalted, unsweetened cream cracker. They help to absorb the moisture well and does not make an overly sweet treats. So go ahead and crush them to an almost sand-like texture. You can transfer this into a clean, dry bowl. Next, we will take some unsalted peanuts. These have been lightly roasted over a low flame. And once again, we will crush them to a similar texture as the biscuits. You can replace the peanuts with almonds if you like. Stir up the mixture and set it aside. Next, we will take some chopped chocolate along with some milk. Heat this over an extremely low flame, making sure to stir at all times. This is to avoid burning. Once all the chocolate is melted, we can now add it to the biscuit mixture. Add it while it's still warm, as this will help moisten the mixture and help to roll them into desired shape. We will now take a portion to make bite-sized balls, and you can get up to 18 such biscuit balls from the mixture. I would love to know which country you're watching this video from. Do share in the comments below. We will now take some more extra crushed peanuts to coat the biscuit balls. If there is a recipe you'd like to share, let me know in the comments below, and I'll surely put it up on my list of videos. And if you've tried this recipe, share an image with me and I'll post it in my next video along with your name. You can write to me in the comments below. Once these are done, we will now take a mini muffin pan to shape the biscuit balls into cups. Simply place a ball into the slot, and using a teaspoon measure, we will press it down in the center to give the cup shape. And just to mention, I haven't greased the pan as we won't be baking them. Simply go ahead and repeat the same for the rest of the biscuit balls. Set that aside, and we will now take a ready filling. That is the hazelnut Nutella. It gives a great flavor to your treats and almost tastes like Ferrero chocolates. It's one of my favorites too. And it is so creamy that every bite will just melt in your mouth. Simply add a dollop into each cavity. And once done, tap the tray a couple of times to help it to settle into the gaps. This can go into the fridge until we prepare the final topping. Simply take some chopped chocolate and place it over a pan of simmering water. Make sure to keep the heat on low. The reason we don't melt the chocolate over direct heat is because the chocolate can burn at high temperature, and therefore this method is the best and ideal way. And now for the final step. Bring out the muffin pan and demold the biscuit cups with the help of a skewer. These look just perfect. Now taking the melted chocolate into a piping bag, we will drizzle it over the cups. The best part about these treats is that you don't have to wait. No baking time, no cooling time. Simply make and serve. So once the chocolate is set, it's ready to bite into these ultra delicious treats with a creamy center that will simply melt in your mouth. Let us slice into it to see the creamy center. This looks so delicious and creamy. I think it's perfect to call them melt in your mouth, no bake treats. Don't you think? Now here's another recipe you're going to love. No baking, just simple pantry ingredients and ready in minutes. Quick, effortless and absolutely delicious. So let's get started. So first off, we will start with the biscuits. I've taken unsalted and unsweetened biscuits. You can take any you like, but just make sure to adjust the sugar accordingly. Once done, we will use a hand blender to crush the biscuits to a finer texture, more like a sand-like texture. Next, we will take the peanuts. These are roasted peanuts and they're about 40 to 50 grams. For this, we will take the grinder and grind the peanuts to a fine texture similar to the crushed biscuits. You can even use a mixture of nuts if you like, walnuts, cashew nuts, or even almonds. Simply combine it together and set it aside until we prepare the wet ingredients. Taking a saucepan, we will take unsalted butter, to which we will add powdered sugar, even regular sugar is fine, and some milk. This will go over a low flame just until the butter and sugar is melted. Although I have added only a quarter cup of milk here, I'd suggest you rather add 2 to 3 tablespoons extra. This will help moisten the crumbs even better, and it will also help slice your dessert bars without falling apart. Once that's combined, we will now take the desiccated coconut and add it to the mixture and combine that as well. You can check if the mixture comes together by pressing it together in your palm to see if it holds its shape. Now taking the mold which I had shown earlier and lining it with the parchment paper or butter paper, This will help us to demold the slab easily. Now take 100 grams of milk chocolate and melt it over a double boiler. This method has been shown in my previous video, so please do check it out. Once melted, pour it into the mold and spread it evenly, making sure you reach all the corners with the spatula. Now we can go ahead and transfer the entire mixture into the mold over the chocolate. Here you will have to press in the mixture firmly, making sure you don't leave any air pockets in between. Once that's done, we will leave it in the refrigerator for some time. Meanwhile, we will take the dark chocolate, about 100 grams. I had to take a mixture of all as I didn't have enough dark chocolate. Go ahead and melt this over a double boiler and pour it over the biscuit mixture. A quick tip here, and it's important to make sure that you also melt white chocolate and keep it ready in a piping bag, as we need to work with it before the chocolate hardens. Once you have leveled up the chocolate, just tap it a couple of times to make sure you get a smooth surface. Now taking the white chocolate in the piping bag, we will drizzle it over the dark chocolate, forming vertical lines as I'm showing here. And now comes the best part. So we will take a toothpick or a knife and run it over the vertical lines in a pattern like I'm showing here. This is the most mesmerizing pattern and it gives a beautiful look to your dessert bars. Once done, leave it in the refrigerator for at least an hour or so to firm up. There are many variations to this recipe that you can make. Do let me know in the comments below if you have any ideas in your mind. A quick tip here while you're slicing the bars, just score it along the line that you want to slice the bars. This will avoid the cracks in your chocolate while you slice them. These dessert bars can be a treat for anyone at any time. It's a perfect balance of layers and sweetness too. Oh my god, this is so good. You have got to try this. Try it and let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.